Mom always gives me a hard time, actually quite frequently. And she goes, you have literally never had to apply to any job ever. You have literally never experienced having to go through an interview. And she's right. But I'm happy for that because I don't want to do that. But this would be my first job.
So do you remember driving to volleyball and me trying to tell you to make decisions while we were driving?
Yeah.
Yeah. How'd you feel about that?
I didn't feel good about it in the moment.
What'd you used to tell me all the time?
I said, Dad, I'm not you. And now that I get older, I think I am actually you a little bit, but I still make less decisions. Yeah.
But is it fair to say that, yet again, I was right? I knew.
Listen, you didn't have, if I had known you were going there with that statement, I would have just disagreed from the get-go.
Now, here's the thing. I was, as Julia was talking, she said that she was there for a long time and didn't get to clock in. And I think that is literally what I kind of led her into. The first eye-opener for her as a business owner, right? So as business owners, we do things every day that we don't get to clock in for. Most people, when they have jobs, they're used to being on the clock, clocked in, and what am I going to get paid for? And that's definitely not something entrepreneurs get to do. We spend a lot of time on the hope that we're going to make money from something, or the hope that we're going to change an industry or change the world. That's just the way we think, right? So that was, in my opinion, one of your first eye openers. You know, sometimes people feel like they're getting passed up or opportunities are passing them by. And this is kind of a good plug for me to say that if you feel like opportunities are passing, it's because you're not putting in the free time, the time that opportunists put in. Like I see myself as someone that sees opportunity, jumps on that opportunity without any knowledge whether or not that's going to pay out. But you take the opportunity and you try to put your touch on it, and then you hope for the best.
And now let me say, I think I have an amazing signature. I think it looks nice. I actually, in my camera roll, I took a picture of the documents that I signed because that was a big moment. But there's like this one day, it was for a crown commitment, actually. It's super random. And I had like this really nice pen, signed my signature, and I was like, wow, that looks good. So I took a picture of it just to keep it.
Get used to it because you do a lot of signing as a business.
No, so, okay, but I already have a good signature. But for these documents, I did 10 warm-up signatures before I signed the documents. So that was a big day. That was exciting.
Do you feel like you might be ahead of the curve in business management because you've been dealing with business through me since you were like 14 years old?
Yes and no. Yes, because I am ahead of the curve in what you actually deal with in a business. No, because what they teach doesn't even have to do with, some of it, I just took intro to business and like that's just a basic class. But like what you learn in that has nothing to do with like the day-to-day, everything you're doing. So it's like, it's not like I know every vocabulary term because that's all it was. It's like, what's this vocab term and this and that. So it's like, okay, maybe I'm not ahead with that, but it's also makes it feel pointless when you experience what an actual business is like. And then you go to school for something that you think will help you. And it's like, it doesn't really correlate like you thought it would. And then it feels a little bit pointless. My biggest goal for myself, and I'm sure I'll achieve that before 20 years, but to not rely on you, actually. It would probably, like for making decisions. Like right now, I still got to call him and be like, yo, are you good with this? Just to make sure, because I don't want to do anything he wouldn't do. And I'm still learning what are the right decisions and like what will make the most profit, I guess. And when it comes to moving guys around and stuff. But my goal is to just make it where it's like, okay, I easily make the correct decision. I don't even have to call him or text him. And like, obviously I'll let you know. I'll keep you in the loop, but to not have to be like, Dad, is this fine? What should I do? Like, I don't want to have to come. Like, that's my biggest goal. And I think I'll achieve that before 20 years. But to me, like, that's my biggest thing. Like, obviously, I want to be successful. I'm kind of unlike every other girl because every other girl focuses on legs and probably like butt workouts and squats and stuff. That's not for me. I like the arms. I think I have actually pretty nice arms, Dad, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
They're pretty jacked. I'll say my tip is you got to do legs because I'm imbalanced. It's just not well. It's fine. I always used to say to my mom, she'd always make fun of me for this. She makes some really good dinners, but I always tell her I wanted like some spinach or something. I like spinach a lot, but I'd always say, what did I used to say? You got to eat the greens to get the gains.
Yeah.
And looking back on it, I probably think that's the stupidest thing I've ever said, but it's true.